Thanks again, the Ultimate Closet in Bellevue. All right, taking a break from fashion and cooking for a minute to talk about jewelry. Earlier we talked about that junk drawer. Well, I actually have a drawer in my closet full of jewelry that just is broken, not quite right, and it's just sitting there. And every time I open it, it kind of makes me sad. So guess what? Kim Redential is here from Expert Jewelry Repair and Design, and she is going to help us out from creating custom jewelry to fixing jewelry to doing something you've always wanted to do with a piece of jewelry. She is your gal. Good morning.
Good morning.
So are there more people like me too that just have broken jewelry, a clasp that's broken, a necklace that's not quite right, that they just have it, they just leave it?
Oh, absolutely. We have tons of people like they'll bring in us a little container of stuff and it's like, well, what can I do with this? Or I don't even know what half of this stuff is. Is it real? Is it not real? A lot of times people have family members that have passed, so they inherit pieces, and sometimes they have no idea the history on the piece and they want to know. So we'll go through the pieces and we'll find out what's important to them, what they want to keep. I recently took a woman who brought in her brother's class ring, and her brother had passed. Now it's a very large old class ring with the large stone in the middle, not ladylike at all. And she wanted to make it into a piece as a keepsake for herself to wear, something that her brother was always with her even though he's passed. So we collaborated together and we came up with a design, and we recreated this piece with just the stone, put a couple small diamonds. I cut off the initials that are always on the side, and I stuck them on the inside of the ring. So he's always with her, he's always touching her hand. And that's just one of the few things. People that have passed, you have a widow left and she has a few stones and she has his band and her wedding set. Well, she doesn't want to wear her wedding set, but she wants it, and she called it her memory ring. So collaborating with an idea she saw online, she brought in a picture. I sketched up a few ideas for her. Drawing is not my specialty, but I do a pretty good, okay job. And together we created something. I mean, she was moved to tears.
Right.
She was so happy. I got a great big hug from her. So she was happy that her husband's always with her and she has a ring that she can wear and show off. And I've done quite a few of those, and almost every single time the person is close to tears.
That is so cool. There's a picture of a couple of things you've done. Can you describe?
Yes, actually the very first one, the blue stone, is the old class ring that we recreated for that lady's brother's ring.
It's really neat.
The middle piece is a customer had the tanzanite, which was belonged to a family member, and the symbol is for Scorpio. So she made a pendant for her daughter, who is a Scorpio, but the stone belonged to, I believe it was a grandmother or an aunt. So she wants to give it to her daughter for her birthday, incorporating her symbol along with her loved one's stone. The third one is, actually we had that picture on our wall. Customer came in and I hand carved that particular piece, and she wanted it with two birthstones to represent two children, and she was giving it to her daughter for Mother's Day.
Very, very cool.
And that's just a few ideas. Jewelry doesn't have to be just creating something new or looking in the case. Another thing that I enjoy doing is taking sterling silver flatware and make it into a piece of jewelry. I've made this piece here was actually like a butter knife.
Wow.
Curved it around real wide, added a little bit of texture to it. Another piece is this spoon. This was a very decorative spoon. I just curled the handle around, reshaped the bottom to look more leaf-like, and add some little striations to it. And I have a fun piece. I usually wear it on this long cord. I've done all sorts of things. This is just me playing with some metal and some pearls, and just kind of as I'm playing with the metal and twisting it and folding it and wrapping it, an idea comes to mind.
That's gorgeous. So for people who want to know more about your store, you even have a camera, webcam that you can watch what you're doing. Yep. We're about out of time. How can they find you?
They can find us on our website. We're also on the corner of College and Richmond. We're the goofy little building that faces the corner, and Good Company is right behind us.
And the website?
The website is, geez, I don't remember off the top of my head.
WLUK-TV.com. No problem. If you go to our website too, we've got a link to theirs, but you can always keep an eye on what they're doing there. So.
Yep, you can see the camera is on my bench, so you can see what I'm doing from time to time.
Very cool. I'll have to check up on you, see what you're making.
You'll recognize the hands.
And I have a few pieces to bring to you too,
Sweet.
Kim. Thank you very much.
Thank you.